Whoa mama, we're back in that territory again. So Birds of Prey will be coming at us in February of next year, and I do believe that the film is currently in the middle of its post-production. And even though this film is about 7 months away from release, we really don't know all that much about the movie outside of its basic premise. However, just recently there have been several reports that do indicate that the main villain for the movie, the Black Mask, who is portrayed by Ewan McGregor, is in fact rumoured to be gay, and the key word of course being rumoured. And to follow up from that, we do have a statement from We've Got This Covered that does say, and I quote, "Though Black Mask's sexuality is never explicitly stated in the film, multiple sources have told We've Got This Covered that the sexual tension between him and the fellow villain Victor Zsasz will be palpable, and the way he acts in general makes it pretty clear that he is gay." Now this particular direction for the Black Mask is rather bizarre for me, because if you know about him from the comics, then you would know that he is somewhat of a ladies' man. And if anything, Sionis is far from a homosexual. But even with that being said, I still understand that this is going to be a different incarnation of the character, so I can't particularly compare the Black Mask from Birds of Prey to the one from the comics all too much. And I'm not entirely against Black Mask being gay in the Birds of Prey movie, so long as there is a legitimate reason behind this. However, I do have the sense that they're only doing this change purely to pander to the LGBT community, and to gain brownie points by being quote unquote inclusive, instead of actually going somewhere with this character's sexuality within the main narrative of the film. And I know that this is a bit of a jumpy conclusion to go off of, but if you ask me, this whole Birds of Prey movie is nothing but pandering. Because they're making a massive deal on the fact that this is supposedly the first female ensemble movie ever made, even though it really isn't. And now we do have a villain who does fit in with the LGBT community, even though once again we have seen plenty of villains in other mediums that do blend into the LGBT community. And make no mistake, I am all for diversity in movies and whatnot. However, when you do try to push this down your throat in that it's supposed to be more inclusive just for the sake of it, then that is a bit of a problem, because by that point it feels more like a pandering product to please the masses as opposed to being a good film first and foremost, when really it should be the other way around. And believe me, I've really tried to give this movie a chance, but so far, after everything that I've seen and everything that I've been hearing about in relation to this movie, it just turns me off all the more. Because this is just a classic case of DC and Warner Brothers just being reactionary and doing what apparently sells. And this is a little disappointing to see, because it did seem like Warner Brothers is finally getting their heads out of their arses and finally making good DC films, but this one just feels like a major step back. And as for my honest thoughts about Black Mask being gay in Birds of Prey, I honestly couldn't care less so long as they actually handle this well, instead of just doing so for the sake of being inclusive. And hell, for all we know, maybe they could actually pull this off, but so far, I don't have high hopes. So how do you personally feel about Black Mask possibly being gay in Birds of Prey? Are you perfectly okay with this new change for the character, or do you think that this is just a cheap tactic on DC and Warner Brothers' end? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.